tatocat, welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Lucid9. Last time we tried to resolve some problems between our friends and took a test, and apparently we are a genius. And now we're talking to Akira. So, let's get started. Look, it isn't exactly your business. Can you just stay out of it? Oh, but it is my business. More than you might think. That sounds ominous. Still, it'll end up hurting Rui. Do you want that? I wouldn't really get hurt. Just let me deal with it, okay? It's already complicated enough. It doesn't have to be. This is just too much trouble. Look, Akira, what you're doing will only end up hurting Rui. If it just wants to bug me, that's fine. I'll leave Rui out of it. I scoop up my dishes and leave the table before she has a chance to speak. Maybe it's rude, but I'm not encouraging any delusional fantasies regarding Rui and me. I head back to the classroom, spending the rest of lunch period half-heartedly studying. Afternoon classes pass by uneventfully. Elizabeth seems in a good mood from the praise of her groupies. She completely ignores me instead of hassling me. Nahiko is unusually quiet, even Misaki is all but silent. From her clouded expression, I guess that her discussion with Rui didn't go too well. When the bell rings, I'm almost unsettled at how quiet the day was. The lull of the afternoon seems to settle in every crevice of the classroom, bringing a haze of sleep with it. The teacher's voice slips into indiscernible drone, as every student struggles to keep their eyes open for a few remaining minutes of school. Understood? Alright, homeroom dismissed. Immediately everyone bolts to their feet, chatting amiably as they make their way out of the classroom. Only the 4th day of school and we're already sick of it. I guess that's 3rd year for you. Oh, hey Misaki. Did you see the new episode of Gober Mecha yesterday? Yes, and I regretted it. I'm totally gonna watch it again if given a chance though. Why, of course! I tuned into the live stream the moment it opened. Oh wow, it's the unexpected BFFs. So, what'd you think? Well, when I saw that President J. Grave spontaneously... Wait, sorry, no spoilers. You know, since Yama might not have seen it yet. Oh right. How exceedingly generous of him. I thought it was entertaining as always. It was the best episode so far, wasn't it? It definitely was. Well, no offense, but I don't think the bar is set very high. What's this, man? Did you get a real girlfriend? A wild Masato appears. Masato, my man. How was your vengeance? Wait, what? Some punk paid a group of boys to bully Masato's little brother because he hates Masato. I bet that Masa gave him a taste of his own medicine. Hell yeah, I did. You picked a fight with one Kurogane and you picked a fight with all of them. Wait, won't you get in trouble for hitting him? He'll definitely tattle on you. Well, hit him. Nah man, I locked him in a room and taught him the cluster decomposition theorem. Made him write a paper on it in one sitting. Somehow that sounds a lot more horrifying than just getting beat up. Hi, I don't think we've met. Who are you? I transferred here yesterday. Misaki Kazuhaya, at your service. She's super cool. She watches Gober Mecha. And she's a model. Huh, that's cool. Her name's Misao Kurogane. I'm on the track team. It stops there. We wait for a moment, expecting more elaborate introduction. And? And what? That's all that matters, ain't it? Not the fact that he's president of the honors club, or one of the top students in school, or third year. I take it you enjoy track then. Hell yeah. Track is like water. Without it, you die. Track is like air. Without it, you die. Track is like fried chicken. Without it, you die. I don't think the last bit's true, but sure. That's some dedication. Yep, and I'm staying this way. My name's Yama Ishimoto. Burn. That was uncalled for. Well, as long as you keep at it, I'm sure you can accomplish anything. Says every cliche movie ever. They ignore me and formally shake hands. Looks like she's becoming friends with everyone. Everyone except Rui, ironically enough. So how do you all know each other? She, Yama, and Rui are childhood friends, actually. Whoa. Real? Why ain't Rui here then? An awkward silence falls between Misaki and I, with a hapless Yukiko in the middle. Huh? Now that you mention it, she should be here by now. You don't think she got called for cleanup duty, do you? You don't have cleanup duty, Yukiko. The school pays for janitors. Oh, that would explain a lot. How many years has he been at the school again? Hold on, someone give me a straight answer. Where's Rui? Misaki clears her throat and steels herself. We're not in the best of terms at the moment, but I'm working to resolve the issue as soon as possible. I sound like you're debugging some code, Miki. But it's true, we're not getting along particularly well. Misato inches away from her, suddenly cautious. Huh, I see. See what? You guys were just getting along. Misato turns to Miki with grave expression. I don't know, man. Something about you seems sus. That's kind of harsh, but at least he told her up front. What? I should have seen it earlier, but yeah, you're too nice. Don't you work in the modeling industry? Ain't you supposed to be a cutthroat and all that? It's not like I'm some kind of dastardly mastermind. Then what's the deal with you and Rui? I'd like to know that myself. She's the one ignoring me. They both stare at each other. They both stare each other down. None of us budge. Oh hell, I don't know. I'm going to try. He strides out of the classroom without any farewells or apologies. That was strange. Sorry about it, Misaki. Masa's usually not like that. Maybe he eats something funny. I doubt it. Well, this just got awkward. First Rui, now Masato's pushing Miki out into the cold. Usually they're the warmest and most inclusive people, I know, but this time... Something saved me. Anything. Huh, that was convenient. I'll go ahead and assume that this is from Shigeru. Wait. Isn't this on a volunteer basis? What kind of pay am I getting? And the final message. Wait a minute. Does your phone even support location sharing? The answer is immediate. Yes. But it's old. Some implements improve with age, Ishiyama, unlike your brain, I predict. Why am I working for this woman again? Whatever. I mash a few buttons to share my location with her. It's not like she'll break into my house and steal my stuff, right? Since she's a detective in an official capacity, she'd get in a lot of trouble. Wait, why am I legitimately entertaining this idea? Ugh, this woman terrifies me. Dude, why are you smiling? Huh? Smiling? Grinning, as a matter of fact. Grimacing, not grinning. There's a big difference. Sorry, but something came up. Turns out that I have to go. Oh, that's fine. I have my club to see to. Oh, you have a club? Yeah, I just started it. Want to join? It's called Happy Club. Oh, sorry, but my work schedule limits my ability to participate in clubs. Oh, well, that makes sense. Wow, smooth. She couldn't go into politics. Who in their right mind would actually want to join a group called the Happy Club? Then, ladies and gentlefellows, I shall be off. See ya. Bye, Yahiko. You too, Misaki. Have a good rest of the day, Yama. And with that, we managed to barely salvage the awkward atmosphere as we go our separate ways. I pull up to the Café de la Paix on my phone and find out it's the same street as GFC. Well, that makes this an easy walk, unless of course she's referring to the other Café de la Paix, which is on the faraway border of District 8. Might as well try the closest one first. Shigure doesn't seem like the type to go out of her way just to make me miserable. Or rather, she doesn't seem like the type to inconvenience herself. There are cliques of academy students throughout the streets, girls immersed in superficial gossip, and guys exchanging ridiculous stares. I pass a handful of police officers on the way. They nod courteously, but there's a shadow in their evaluating gazes. I keep my stride long and my steps quick as I round the corner to the denoted rendezvous point. When I first see the place, I have to double check my phone to make sure I didn't take the wrong turn somewhere. By the quaint, lovely name, I was expecting some charming variation of the polished, established Buckstar Coffee House. Buckstar Coffee House? Clever. Instead, I met with the definition of modest. Chipped paint, dusty windows, and a swaying sign with 3 broken letters. Maybe this is Shigure's way of exacting vengeance. I take a deep breath before I enter the cafe. Surprisingly, the place is really decent on the inside. It's sophisticated and sleek, the array of elegant furniture is punctuated by the black grand piano, along with the far wall of the cafe. It's not too bad of a background. All the posters are a bit different. There's lots of little detail in each of the posters. There's some foodstuffs, some little teapot. Not bad. A delectable smell of butter and sugar drifts from the counter of the shop, with several intricate glass displays boast rows of unique pastries reminiscent of a fairy tale world. Welcome, may I take your order? Cashier greets me with a smile, drawing me to the front counter. Wait a minute, isn't she? Come to think of it, I've never seen where she goes after class ends. Of all people, it would be you. Consider it your lucky day. Just give me your order. This situation is just too good to pass up. Elizabeth, a cashier. Do enlighten me. Why would such a wealthy, empowered young woman stoop to making lattes and washing dishes? Work experience, obviously. Every successful person comes from humble beginnings. I might believe her, but the way she's averting her eyes is suspicious. So, why didn't your parents get you some cushy internship at your dream corporation? You know, some people want to earn their success instead of being spoon-fed by their parents. But being spoon-fed is so much easier. I've learned by now that comments like these will tick off Elizabeth more than actual insults. Sure enough, it works. You're insufferable. What's that? I should complain to customer service about an abusive cashier. Just order already. As I lazily glance over the pastry displays, a flicker of motion catches my eye. The girl who always hangs around Elizabeth, an ordinary student settling in the corner, elbow propped on her table, eyes glinting in amusement as she absent-mindedly twirls a pencil between her fingers. Her back is slouched, her smile carefree, but there's something that seems a little odd about her. Elizabeth seems to notice my switch of attention and clears her throat. Are you going to order, or are you going to waste space like always? Oh, give him a moment, Beth. I glance at the book that's lying open faced on her table, Advanced English Syntax and Grammatical Principles version 3. That's the same text I have for English. She must also be a third grade, but in a different class. Head tilted slightly, eyebrows raised, just barely. I get the impression that she's studying me just as hard as I'm studying her. Who are you? Isn't it courteous to introduce yourself before you demand my identity? As your buddy Lizzie has probably told you, courtesy isn't my strong suit. Oh, then what is? Nothing. Just a bit of friendly advice, though. But you may want to watch your step around with this one. What makes you say that? Why, he's figured you out. This elicits an unusual reaction from Elizabeth. Bitten lips, fiddling hands, and an anxious shift of the eyes. Odd, I don't recall figuring out anything. Well, Yama, why don't you give Beth a little grace? Her eyes are twinkling at me challengingly, like she knows I don't know, but wants me to figure it out. Why would she do that? Why isn't she taking Elizabeth's side? Fine, I'll apologize, just don't tell anyone. Well, now I really have no clue what's going on. I might as well go along with it. Yeah? Why shouldn't I? She seems lost for words. I can't help but. You'll pay me? You know I can't. That catches me off guard. But thankfully I'm able to hide my expression just in time. Interesting, she can't pay? That can only mean that she's not as high and mighty as she pretends to be. Maybe her spending is restricted by her parents, or maybe she's legitimately poor. This just gets better and better. So, it's that big of a deal that everyone finds out? Don't even think about it. Yep, definitely not the rich, perfect princess that everyone was led to believe she was. Say, pretty please put the cherry on top. Pretty please put a cherry on top. As baking goes, it's subpar, but I decided to let it go. I don't plan on making her life miserable. It's more of a power thing. With blackmail hanging over her head, she'll finally stop bothering me. I turn from the counter to survey the pastry case. Elizabeth's shoulders drop in relief. The girl at the table loses interest and returns to fiddling with her pencil. You never did tell me your name. Am I obliged to? As I said, it's common courtesy. Now when did I say I was curious? She brushes her pencil into her bag, and slings it over her shoulder, winking at Elizabeth. I'll see you later, Beth. And Yama, play nice. She floats out of the cafe without another word, shutting the door softly behind her. Come to think of it, how did she know my name? And she probably learned it from Elizabeth. Said Elizabeth rings up my order of 3 pastries and a smoothie as I spend a few minutes pondering the strange girl. What's her name? Why do you want to know? Is it really that big of a deal? Elizabeth sighs in clear exasperation. Her name is Natsuki Tanaka. Now you can hit on her. Congratulations. I lean over the counter until my face is an inch from hers. What makes you think she's the one I want to hit on? Elizabeth glances away, instinctively disturbed by my proximity. Right as I'm about to feel a rush of triumph, I catch a slight scent of country lavender with a hint of vanilla. It's oddly magnetic. I'm suddenly bulldozed by a sensory onslaught. I can see the curl of her long lashes, gleam of her eyes, every perfectly tapered point of every hair, the subtle curve of her lips. I stagger backwards, fighting against the images in my head. I need to get a hold of myself. This is Elizabeth. She's always been pretty, and why let that mess with me now? In a shaky attempt to cover my slip-up, I shove a bill forward. Keep the change. Elizabeth elegantly plucks the bill from my hand, and before I can process what's happening, she wraps her finger around my collar, pulling me forward. For a few painful seconds, she stays there, her lips an inch away from my jawline. Keep what change? You didn't give me enough in the first place. She releases me, and I glance at the bill I've handed her. Only 10,000 in. Crap, she's right. I feel a blush flare my cheeks as I slide another bill to her. The corners of her mouth pull up just slightly. Careful, wouldn't want everyone to know that you're actually poor, would you? Yeah. She's genuinely amused as she passes me my order and bustles off to make my smoothie. I hate to admit it, but she doesn't look bad when she smiles. Get a grip, Yama. This is Elizabeth who hounded you all of last year. The Elizabeth who keeps butting into things that aren't her business. The Elizabeth who believes that everything is her control. That Elizabeth. Back to my senses. I select a butter croissant and throw the other 2 pastries in my backpack. There's not much to do, so I follow Elizabeth to the bundles. Apparently her sheath's recovered, because her face is set to its default disapproving scowl. What are you doing? Eating a croissant. Stop staring. You know, your workstation has windows for a reason. And that reason is not for you to stare at me like a pervert. What about an admiring fanboy? Blimey. Is she British? Blimey, you're insufferable. I can't help but chuckle as a tinge of English leaks through her accent. So, are you actually from England? Why are you asking me all of these questions? I'm bored, and you're taking a long time to make my smoothie. Maybe it wouldn't take so long if you would just stop distracting me. Maybe you need someone to actually focus. She huffily slams the lid down on the blender and starts it up. The roar of the machine blurs the sound between us. Oh dear me, I would like some tea and crumpet. Elizabeth's shoulders tighten in clear annoyance. Tally-ho, old sport. What say you to some fish and chips? The blender picks up speed until it begins to whine. The weather is positively ghastly today, is it not? Then the blender stops. Elizabeth wordlessly pours the mixture into a cup and caps it, handing it over the window. Firstly, I was born and raised in Japan, just like everyone else. Secondly, Just because you're not bilingual doesn't mean you have to mock people who are. She tears a wrapper off the end of the straw and sticks it roughly into the smoothie. Have a nice day. Come again. With that, she strides into the back room, leaving me by myself. I actually feel uneasy as I settle into a corner. I expected Elizabeth to lash out at me, just like every other time. But she was calm, honest, even if clearly annoyed. Is her heritage a weak spot? Did I bring something up that should have been left alone? Furthermore, why am I letting it bother me? She never showed me mercy. Not on the days where I just wanted to be left alone. The days where life almost wasn't worth it. Shouldn't I do the same? I bite into my croissant, hoping to distract myself with its taste. The door of the cafe swings open. Shigure storms in, a tiny manifestation of fury as she clutches her phone against her ear, barking into its mouthpiece. As I previously explicated, the situation now merits further scrutiny. Have you compiled the information and analysis of the extraction methods? Your errant incompetence disgusts me. Trust that you shall be receiving a visitation from your supervising officer within the next 24 hours. Good day. She eagerly shuts her phone and stuffs it in her pocket, only then do her eyes land on me. Ah, Ishiyama. At last, someone who's manageable in quantity of incompetence. Nice to see you too, I guess. Show me the receipt of your purchase. Purchase? For your pastries. I almost ask her why, but decide to just shut up and give her the receipt. She promptly marches to the counter, taps her wallet against the card receiver, and marches back with 13,000 yen in change. She slides this to my side on the table with an expectant look. You need me to buy coffee for you? This is reimbursement as your superior. I'm treating you for this meeting. Oh. Thanks. I'm honestly surprised. She came across as the type of person to make me pay for both of us, actually. Now, regarding tonight's mission. Mission? Indeed. One of my asinine colleagues mislaid a pivotal dossier within the 6 districts of Isamu. The 6th of the 9 districts, also known as the District of Drugs, Gangs, General Mayhem, where little children are not to go. I think I know where this is headed. Your assignment is to retrieve it. Tonight. Yeah, saw that one coming. Why would I do this? The better inquiry is, what of her consequences shall befall you if you do not? That stalls me for a moment, but I managed to think of a possible reply. Really nothing too terrible since you need me to get it for you instead of going yourself. Funnily enough, instead of lashing out at this remark, Shigure only seems impressed. Perhaps you'll pass after all. Pass? The dossier's whereabouts are currently being established. I shall contact you with additional instructions at a later time. I didn't even say I would do this. I doubt that availability is an issue. How does she... No, I'm not even going to ask. Not having a schedule conflict doesn't mean that I'll take it. Then consider it your municipal burden. I never agreed to. Do you not wish to be something? To be someone extraordinary? To do something significant with your inconsequential existence? Then it's settled. Stay in touch. She abruptly tilts her cap and storms out of the cafe, leaving me stunned in silence. Okay, we'll end here for today. We'll see if we actually go get the dossier next time. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. I am tatocat. Have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon.